And then another thing that I like to do with my dancers, this is especially for my ballet privates that I have, and if I'm cleaning competition solos or competition group dances, I like to call it the cycle corrections, okay? Or cycle of corrections. I kind of go back and forth between the names sometimes on what I'm feeling, okay? But basically what I have these dancers do, they can also use their dance journals. So, right, they're not having to purchase a different journal because they already have their journals set from the beginning of the year. So what they do, depending on their age as well, so keep that in mind, is I have them write 3 to 5 like big highlights from that class, big like takeaways that they took from the class, right? And I tell them it's not specifically things that I want them to work on. I actually want this to be a little bit more individual. Like, what did they really want to work on from today's class, right? What are the big highlights of today's class, the big spotlights? Then what I have them do is the next class, right? They go back before they come into the next class, they go back and read the previous corrections. So they go back and read through those 3 to 5 highlights. And then they come into class knowing, okay, this is what we talked about last week a lot. So I'm going to try to go in today's class, keeping in mind all the corrections that we've already talked about last week, so that we're kind of layering the corrections, right? Because another thing I like to say is when you're getting a new correction, it's really hard sometimes to not forget about the corrections that you've already had.